Welcome to the channel. Today we're working on a Cadillac. It's a DTS. It's a 208. We're replacing a fuel pressure sensor, which looks like this. So unlike other Cadillac models that tells you that you just come below the car right here, and then you just go under there, and then you find the thing. This one is different. This one you do from the front, you do from the trunk, and then you fix it up. Alright, let's get to the tools. Once you get your tools set, it's time to do the work. So you just open your trunk, and then you make sure your trunk is empty. And then once empty, you remove this lower cover covering the spare tire. Next, you remove the spare tire from right here. Alright, once this is done, so literally we're working from the lower end of the trunk towards where the seats are, so you don't really need to remove all this carpet, so you just fold it just like this, and then you access this fuel pump location, which is just going to be here. It has like 7 millimeters, so that's what is going to be used. You use the 7 millimeter to open all this. There are 5 bolts in total. Second one right here. So you take all the bolts which you're taking out, and then you can put it on a safe place. Make sure they're 5 in number, and then don't misplace any, because you're going to use all of them later on. So next you get your primer just like this, and then you pry from the side, and then this thing is just going to pop up. It's just really not stuck like really that hard. It just pops up just quick like that. And then this is now going to expose our fuel level sensor. It's going to be right over here. And then what you do, you just disconnect from right here, then you take it out just like that. You put it on the side, and to get this fuel level sensor out, you just pry it out. Just pull it up gently. If you find it hard, you can use the primer, maybe at least, to help you pry it out. And then you just take your time, don't force it, because you might end up breaking something. So I'm using my primer. I'm just gently pulling it out as I'm just wiggling just like that. Eventually this thing comes out like this. So this is our fuel level sensor. Unfortunately, I should have blown out this dot which is around this fuel thing. So I'll just have to just clean it gently, not letting anything get inside. So just make sure that when we're putting the other one, we don't like push that into our fuel tank. Alright, once that is done, we get the new one. So I have this Duralast. So always first thing first, when you're replacing any part, is to make sure you compare both of them. Make sure they're the same. Just like this, just make sure where the connector goes to, they're the same. Whichever pattern is inside there, they're the same, so that you don't end up replacing a part and then you figure when it's too late, it's already inside. Alright, right here is our part number. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me try and zoom it in. There's a bit of dot in here. So this is our part number, is 162383 and then 399. So apparently I checked at this time of recording, it's just like 38 bucks in Amazon, so you can just buy it from there, or maybe from anywhere where it's cheaper. Alright, it's time for us to put it back. So what you do, you just just put right there, and then you just press it in. If you see it's hard, you can just apply a little bit of lubricant, maybe some little grease, but I don't really think so because this thing is really not really that hard to put it in. And then lastly, you just put back your connector, then you push it all the way in. Make sure it has locked in from right over here. Once that is done, make sure this thing is seated on well, and then we can begin the procedure of putting back the covers. Alright, so you make sure you align all these five connection points, and then make sure you put the bolts in there. So just take your time, make sure everything is aligned before tightening any bolt, like all the way. Finally, this is it. We're done with it. So we put back our cover, we just lay it all the way in there. Next, we put back our tire. We just lay the things the way they were before. So just make sure you put everything in reverse the way they were. So this thing which is holding this tire right here, and then you can just screw it back. So once this is done, we put the cover back, and just like that, the process is complete. But one last procedure, so make sure you clear all the cords that have been there on your dash, and then thank you for watching the video, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.